If you love my daughter, then you'll love her as much as I loved her mother, and I kept my hands off of her till we were married.
I just think it's funny because after a while, it's clear that my dad's talking about Chastity, kind of.
Get your together.
Ooh.
Okay, I like that one.
Yes.
Comb your hair. Comb your hair, Kody.
The holiday season is here, and the Browns are celebrating this Christmas with new traditions and people. In this week's episode of Sister Wives, Kody and Robyn's daughter Aurora had a big surprise.
You know the guy that I've been dating for a while?
Yeah.
Brody? He's been around a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. He asked me to be his girlfriend, and I said yes.
But how do Kody and Robyn really feel about this?
What are you thinking?
Well, I met him a few times. We didn't hang out much, but talked a little bit. Seems really like a good guy. Does he treat you really, really nicely?
He does. He treats me
Does he
very
give
well.
you that look that I... Never mind, that's not a fair comparison. No, I want to know. Yeah, does he look at you with adoration?
I think so.
Does he look at you like you've seen me look at your mother? He does?
One of our first dates, we had like a moment, and he was staring at me like that with that look so intently that I thought he was going to propose, and I was like, what is happening right now? And he was just giving me that look of adoration. So I was like,
how do you feel
holy
about that,
crap,
Mom?
this is fast. And it was just...
I just want to make sure you take enough time to really, truly get to know each other.
Now, Aurora did assure Kody and Robyn that they are having deep conversations, but also told them this relationship is serious.
So you're saying he's on a candidates list?
So far, it's like there's checkpoints, I feel like. And at this point, looking forward, he's met all these checkpoints, and we're still figuring it out.
And it wasn't that long after that conversation that Brody came on over and decorated a Christmas tree with them.
Yeah, this is pretty big because I've never had any of my kids, like, you know, person that they're dating come over and hang out for, like, decorate the tree. This is kind of a bigger deal.
Okay, so now it's time to learn a little bit more about Aurora's new man.
Brody's a cowboy. Like, he's a legit cowboy. He has a ranch. He actually has a small ranch that he's building right now.
He wears cowboy boots, he rides horses, he listens to country western music, he even plays a guitar. The cowboy cliche is like the cliche of the drummer in a rock and roll band. It's like, can I trust my daughter with a cowboy? Well, I think I can trust my daughter with this cowboy.
Well, it didn't take that long before Kody started to grill Brody on how he's going to protect Aurora.
So you would be amiss if you didn't protect her from yourself, right?
Definitely, yeah.
What do you think, how do you interpret that? What do you think about that?
My whole thing was, you know, she's got to have a way to protect herself, and, you know, I do as well. So I gave her one of my knives, and I kept another.
But if you're protecting her from you, what does that mean?
Protecting her from me? Well, you know, obviously, we're just getting to know each other, and we'd been friends for just a little while. And so I could tell she was just kind of, you know, nervous, I'd say. And, you know, there's some uncertainties there. And, yeah, so I figured I'd just give her a knife and make her feel good.
I love that.
Yeah.
But Kody wasn't just talking about how to protect her from physical harm. He meant something else too.
If you love my daughter, then you'll love her as much as I loved her mother, and I kept my hands off of her till we were married. And we were older. I had an outlet. I'm still loving with my wives, but we didn't have real physical connection until we were married.
I just think it's funny because after a while, it's clear that my dad's talking about Chastity, kind of. And I can tell that Brody's very much thinking about tactics. I know how to use knives. I'm trained mixed martial arts. She's good, sir.
While Kody and Robyn aren't the only ones getting into the holiday spirit, Janelle and Christine and their kids got together in North Carolina to spread some holiday cheer.
We are having sort of a pre-holiday gathering. Tony McKelty have come up from Charlotte. Savannah's here. Peyton just arrived. David and Christine are coming. Our holidays together are always really fun. Like, you just never know what's gonna come up or who's gonna say what. There's always something. There's always something going on. when everybody's together.
And as the family spent some time together, Christine explained why it's important to keep up some family traditions while also creating some new ones.
So funny, after I left, the first Christmas that we had, my kids were like, what, aren't we gonna be doing the candy canes like Meri did? And I'm like, no. Or are we gonna be doing the pajamas like Meri did? And I'm like, no. The bread that Robyn used to make? I'm like, no. But it's like I realized that traditions are important to my kids. So they were like, next year we need to do those traditions. And it's important to everybody.
Well, spreading the holiday cheer wasn't the only thing on David's mind. It didn't take long for Christine's husband to start poking fun at Janelle and encouraging her to find a farmer, even though Janelle really wasn't that down for it.
Janelle, what you really need is to be on Farmers Only and find a guy.
Janelle, he was talking about this morning.
No.
He was talking about that this
We
morning.
can find you a nice guy with a six-pack.
David just can't handle that I'm just not gonna go date because I'm like, dude, no, yeah.
Okay, so what is Janelle's type?
Janelle really likes, is it Javier Bardem? She's also really into Sam Elliott. His voice melts her like butter.
Yep.
You want to talk about it?
No, yeah, I've always thought they were handsome, and I ended up with Kody Brown. So, I think it's just about who you click with.
Well, Janelle may not be up for dating right now, but Meri sure is. She took a trip up to New York with her friend Jen, and they were keeping their eye out for any eligible bachelors.
There's a lot of people. Maybe there's single men that I might run into on the street. Miracles happen at Christmas.
And as Meri continues to go on new journeys, she's learning a lot about herself.
I think that there's parts of me that I'm discovering that maybe I didn't know that I was hiding about myself. But I also think there's things that I'm learning and discovering as new, So I think definitely both are true. There's parts of me that I have forgotten who I am. And then there's parts of me that are like, okay, this is a fun new experience. I like this. Let's do this too.
While the jolly season isn't making everyone cheerful, Meri is still worried about the sale of Coyote Pass. And let's be honest, she's just worried that Kody is going to rip her off.
When Christine and Kody, I assume it was just the two of them, I don't know, made the agreement, like she would get all the proceeds of her house and then she would turn over her portion of Coyote Pass. Like, it just seems like it should have been a conversation, and it was never even a conversation.
How much longer are we gonna do this? Like, for real, how much longer until you just realize that he's an ass and you can't be nice?
I mean, I realize that
I want a
part.
number. How much longer?
I'm thinking like 6 weeks. I'm gonna give it 6 weeks, because if this thing is happening with this buyer, this potential buyer, if it's not in contract in 6 weeks,
Then you stick your attorney on him.
But Meri's friend Jen isn't letting Kody walk all over her.
It's time for you to end the nice girl era. Like, it's not benefiting you. It's only benefiting him.
yeah, it is.
So then why are you doing it? It's like self-inflicted pain at this point.
Because I don't want to be a bitch.
You know what? Join me on the dark side.